Well, our Asia correspondent Cordelia Lynch is in Bangkok for us. Hello there to you, Cordelia. We're only really just starting to get to grips, aren't we, with the scale of this disaster?
Absolutely, and it's come as a great surprise to many people here in the Thai capital of Bangkok. I'm currently on the outskirts of the city, just a few minutes from the scene of a building that was actually still being built, which collapsed under those intense tremors. Now, it's thought 43 people were trapped inside. We are awaiting updates to see how many, if any at all, have been rescued from there. But certainly the images look very striking. Quickly, it fell to the ground. There was a huge commotion. Bangkok is a city that's a hive of activity, construction always taking place here. And that particular site, as I understand it, was a government building, often hundreds of workers there. So we are hoping to get a little closer to that scene in the next few minutes to bring you any updates from there. The tremors here happened at around 1:30 in the afternoon. What is so surprising is that there was no warning whatsoever. I was in the office at the time. We saw the lights shaking. We also saw the window panes shaking too. Lots of people rushing out of their buildings, evacuating as quickly as possible. Here we are steadily getting information. We've heard from the Prime Minister. He's declared a state of emergency. He's begun a war room as well. You can see here some of the military arriving at the scene. We've also got silences too. There is a lot of concern that this particular building may have casualties inside. We're hearing, though, information from inside Thailand. It is a lot less from inside Myanmar, and that is because, of course, it is a country in the throes of a civil war. Communications are hard at the best of times. We know that the epicenter of the earthquake was in the center near Mandalay. We've seen pagodas there and temples destroyed. We know at least 3 people have been killed inside a mosque. We're waiting to see if that death toll rises or not. But certainly that is a very perilous, a very difficult country to operate in. Getting aid inside and in some of those hard to reach areas is always difficult. It will be particularly challenging right now.
And Cordelia, of course, Thailand, where you are, not a country unfamiliar with natural disaster. How prepared is it as a country, as a capital city with many people living in high-rise buildings for an earthquake?
You're absolutely right. Of course, it is still a country reeling from that devastating tsunami 20 years ago. They recently marked the anniversary, and one of the things that I was discussing with people in the hard-hit coastal areas was the importance of a warning system. Now, there has been great debate inside Thailand around the need for one when it comes to earthquakes. I mean, what is hard to believe at this stage, and when we'll have to wait and see what the government has to say, but there were no phone alerts that we are aware of. The government has swung into action now swiftly to say they are trying to put that in place. So if there are any tremors, any aftershocks, people will be able to prepare. But what happened this afternoon was just immediate panic. The BTS SkyTrain, which is the key way a lot of people get around this very densely populated city, that was shut down. And so everyone has been trying to traverse the capital on motorbikes, on cars. So it's gridlock, and traffic is pretty bad all the time here. So it feels like they are struggling to respond. Now, this is the site of one of the collapsed buildings, but there are many more around the city. And we've seen these high-rise apartment buildings that are so much a part of the landscape here in Bangkok. Some of the walkways and the bridges there have broken down. We've seen the rooftop pools as well flooding over the top. Now, the rate of construction here is unrelenting, very swift. Large numbers of construction workers you see working all hours. And I think questions will be asked about the safety of certain buildings and the security too.
All right. For now, Cordelia, thank you very much. A developing situation where you are in Bangkok.